So I'm late to this news because, well, I'm not gonna lie, just late to it. I have to report on the CBA things, but I'm just not bothered at this stage. I'm gonna talk in a separate video about the Natasha Cloud thing. Like, it seems like the players don't want there to be a WNBA, and I mean that. I mean that. Natasha Cloud basically says we're not budging at all, and that we basically said what we want, and we're not budging. I'm convinced they don't want there to be a WNBA. I am actually fully convinced, and I understand Natasha Cloud is not on the WNBA PA, but the problem is that, the PA. It seems like these vet players, it means more to them that they get exactly what they want than it does that the league has a future and all players in the future, and that a Grace Van Slooten makes $1 million in her basketball career instead of playing overseas for 2 years and working an office job at 26. And I've just mentioned her as a name of someone who's going to last 5+ years in the WNBA, but isn't this super high level overseas player. And the reality is that she has to make a choice of whether to go work an office job or get paid 70 grand to play overseas. If there's no WNBA, that's the choice. And most would work an office job because chasing the dream when there's no WNBA, even just to offset the money the way it currently was, it's not a dream it's not something people are going to do. So basically, if there's no the players, it sounds like they're very dead set on all of these young players coming through. Fuck them, they made their NIL money, they can go work an office job. But anyway, Kelsey Plum says there'll be a meeting with the league in Monday in New York. Not everyone mentions Fee will attend. Hopes that owners will be there too. Well, most face-to-face management will have to move forward. Yeah. Probably. It can't get worse. It can't get worse. So why not? As well as that, I hope that it's not some bullshit like All-Star Weekend where they're like, not every player can attend. It was so funny. It was like, so many people were there with the All-Star Weekend thing. And they were like, oh, it was so powerful to see 40 players there. And Stewie's at the end, it was like, nothing happened. We didn't get anywhere because 40 people were trying to talk. It is. It's so funny. It's like, I hate saying this, but the players actually think that solidarity is going to get them 1 cent extra. No. This is negotiations. And this is the Kelsey Plum thing as well. She's talking about Neck is, we'll confirm Neck is the meeting. Yeah, why wouldn't she be at the meeting? She's the president. If she's the president, if she's not the president, she's not there. It's kind of crazy. So a source with knowledge of the situation confirmed this meeting is happening. Expect to include PA staff, PA leadership, and league CBA leadership, including the Labour Relations Committee and owners. Good. A couple of owners. That's all you need. That's all you need. Because I've no doubt about it that if you go into a room, the problem is that I actually do have a feeling that she probably can. I think it's probably just a public face. But it's like, you don't want the Natasha Cloud at this meeting because she would just get combative. Whereas at least with Fee hates Kathy, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like a Stewie, Necka in the meeting. I don't even know what Kelsey Plum, because Kelsey Plum's talking about feelings. Kelsey Plum's come saying, let's be real, when we play telephone with people in our lives, a lot of times things get scattered. To be able to sit down face to face and say, this is how I feel, this is how you feel. This is about numbers. This isn't about feelings, this is about numbers. Because let's be real, if this is about feelings, there are a lot of owners in the WNBA that will pay the players whatever the hell they want. And run these teams as lost leaders, as playthings. But you can't do that. Let's be real. If the Indiana Fever profited $200 million a year, that $200 million doesn't go into the the Fever's profit. That goes to league profits, and it gets spread around all the teams. The Fever, the Vox, the Liberty, them 3 teams generating probably 80% of the league's revenue goes to the other garbage teams. That's what an American sports league is. Complete and utter, House of Cards type shit. At the same time, it makes sure the league stays, but it makes sure individual teams don't go bust, but it means a league could go bust. That's the difference between an American sports league and a lot of leagues overseas, where it's in overseas leagues, teams go bust. In America, leagues go bust. And the only league that tried to do this was that someone bought a league and tried to make it like an American league, was the the BBL, the British Basketball League, and that went bust. As a league, it went bust. So yeah, this situation here, look, it can't be negative. It can't be a negative. I mean that. Like, the players are in New York, and like at the end of the day, I still think you should do what you can to get Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, AJ Wilson, and Paige Bueckers to that interview, because they are the players with leverage. No offense to NECA, like, the players as a whole don't have leverage. The league as a whole does not have leverage, because there are a couple of players that people want to watch, and on TV there are two teams that people want to watch: the New York Liberty and the Indiana Fever. That's it. It's the New York Liberty and the Fever in terms of TV watching. The Valks get a lot of fans at home games, and there are people that will watch Paige Bueckers and what's her name, and Angel Reese, because there are. I know the Sky and the Dallas Wings aren't that high in terms of viewership, but for how garbage they are, the fact they're not near the bottom shows how relevant those players are. So, I think they should look to bring the players that are relevant into this, because let's be real, like, if the league's going to grow, it's on them. It's on them as much as anything. But yeah, like, look, there's something happening. Do I think it's going to be that relevant? No. But it's something. Something's better than nothing. That's all I'm going to say. Something is better than nothing. So yeah, at the end, look, it is what it is. It is what it is, and CBA negotiations, I just don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm going to talk, my next video is going to be about Iowa. Next video I'm recording, I don't know which order I'll put it in. I got to talk about the Iowa game, which was garbage, by the way. That was Jan Jensen puke ball at its finest. Like, oh yeah, let's just not guard the 3-point line and watch them go magnet ball. Oh yeah, let's leave them open from three. They've been shooting badly a couple of games. A whole bunch of like 5-star recruits and stuff. Oh yeah, let's just pretend. They've been bad this season. Let's leave them open and hope for the best and not change up our tactic. Like, they just left players open and they had magnet ball. Like, it was Jan Jensen masterclass. I don't think Jan Jensen's a bad coach. I don't think she's a good coach either. Like, I think she's very, very, very mediocre as a coach, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is in that regard when we're talking about basketball. But this CBA stuff, at least they're there. It can't get worse. Like, look, people are showing up. It can't get worse. The only way this gets worse is that as long as the players come in with the hope of, we're going to fight for everything we can. If the players go in with the attitude of, we're fighting for whatever we can get, versus they have to, if they don't meet our demands, we're walking. It just depends. I don't know what way the Players Association are going in with, because the Players Association have basically have talked themselves into a corner where a 10x increase in revenue in salaries is a slap in the face. They've talked themselves into that corner, so I don't know what they're going to do. Like, is it a stage where they call a strike just to say, where they burn down the league just to save face? But then, like, at the same time, if you're NECA, if you're Fee, if you're Stewie, regardless of all the good things you've done, you are going to be remembered as the people that burned down the WNBA. You are going to be remembered as, like, you will be remembered as the people who destroyed women's pro basketball. So I don't think anyone is going to want to hit the nuclear option in there, because you will be. That is what your legacy is going to be, no matter what you've done. No matter, NECA's won a ring, won an MVP. Stewie's won multiple. Stewie's won 3 rings, 2 finals MVPs and 3 MVPs. But, like, again, everyone involved in Unrivaled, if the nuclear button's hit, everyone that has any involvement in Unrivaled will be blamed. I'm not even going to say blamed, but will be part of the destruction of women's pro basketball in America. But yeah, anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.